Why Elon Musk's Twitter takeover is terrible. The Center on Extremism of the Anti-Defamation League discovered a coordinated operation to promote anti-Semitic propaganda launched by users of the largely unmoderated 4chan message board. This operation resulted in more than 1,200 anti-Semitic tweets and retweets in the 24 hours following Musk's takeover of the company. Hello everyone and welcome to another video on our channel. In today's video, we're going to discuss why Elon Musk's Twitter takeover is terrible. Now let's start our video. Until he deleted it, Musk tweeted out a conspiracy theory suggesting that Paul Pelosi had an attempt made on his life. The tweet received tens of thousands of retweets and likes before Musk deleted it. This painful and shocking rise in hatred prompted me, along with the president and CEO of the NAACP, Derek Johnson, and the president and founder of the National Action Network, Rev. Al Sharpton, to request a meeting with Musk to discuss our concerns and understand his plan to protect our communities from abuse by those who seek to harm us and undermine democracy rather than express controversial views. Musk agreed to meet with us, and we look forward to our conversation with him. In our letter to Musk, we said, by cavalierly proclaiming that the bird is liberated, you may have unwittingly enabled individuals to unleash the worst of human nature, with groups of race and religion minorities bearing the most burden. We agree with Musk regarding the importance of free speech. However, it is an undeniable fact that hate speech, misinformation, and disinformation spread online by individuals to cause social and political upheaval have significant implications for democracy, civil rights, and public safety. The white supremacist who murdered 10 people in a supermarket in Buffalo in May was motivated by the conspiracy theories on the website 4chan. The 2015 massacre at Mother Emanuel Church in Charleston, South Carolina, in which 9 black parishioners were killed. The accused assailant of Paul Pelosi, who was the subject of Musk's bogus tweet, had allegedly posted a combination of gory photographs including Jewish, black, and trans folks, as well as Democrats, as reported by the Washington Post. We wrote to Musk that whether you realize it or not, you have new responsibilities as the new leader of Twitter. And one of those tasks is to ensure that your platform is not used to damage people and the nation as a whole. Another obligation is to guarantee that your own words and behavior do not produce harm, particularly to communities of color and other undeserved populations that have been long-term users and have contributed to shaping the company into what it is today. Although you have not shown a willingness to fulfill these responsibilities up to this point, we will collaborate with you if you decide to do so. After firing dozens of employees who had criticized or assaulted him in tweets and internal letters, Musk is now cleansing Twitter again. Musk then gave workers until Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern to indicate through Google Form whether or not they wanted to stay for Twitter 2.0. If they didn't, today would be their final day of work, and they would receive a severance payment. In the hours and days after the deadline, hundreds of employees began posting farewell messages and salute emojis on Twitter's Slack to show that they had rejected Musk's ultimatum. If you're liking this content so far, please consider subscribing and liking the video. Now let's continue. Twitter requires users to adhere to stringent content control requirements to keep the online environment safe and conducive to good health. Bloomberg reports that Elon Musk intends to fire roughly half of the staff employed by the platform. We wrote, "We strongly urge you to maintain content moderation teams tasked with developing and enforcing regulations that provide a foundation for preventing content intended to threaten and harass people of color and religious minorities. These teams would be tasked with developing and enforcing regulations that provide a foundation for preventing content that would threaten and harass people of color and religious minorities. We urge you to strengthen these policies since there has been a rise in destructive speech and violent acts that threaten the ability of our communities to vote and to fully engage in our society without fear of being harmed." It is very disturbing that security holes were found in the content screening system just a few days before the elections in November. On the day of the election, those specializing in protecting the nation's security are concerned that misinformation campaigns would instigate violence at the polling locations. It was an attempt to restrict the voting participation of African Americans and cause social and political unrest in the years 2016 and 2020 by broadcasting false information through social media platforms such as Twitter and Facebook. Well, that's all for today's video. Tell us in the comments section how this one was. I hope that you found this video interesting. You can subscribe and watch more videos on our channel to keep up with more content. We will see you in the following video with some more notable celebrities, facts, and stories. And until then, stay tuned.